Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to hell?
The Protectorate has only been told a watered-down revision.
Agent, oh, thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer, Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. Your resourcefulness never ceases to Before you leave, there's more you should know. While you were conducting your investigation, I was able to piece together the conspirators' main target. Representatives of Auntie's Choice in the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that. If this DeVries is responsible, then I agree with your objective. But don't forget the innocents caught in the middle. They need your help too. But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
I assure you these traitors haven't factored us into their equations. Ready to be the hole in their math.
am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift. It must be unlocked.
So, you decided the crew needed another cutthroat, did you? I don't mean to criticize the faults in your logic, but you realize Azza is a completely well, do admit I've always wanted an understudy. Someone. But Azza? I'm uncertain she's the right choice to inherit it. However, perhaps you see something I yet haven't, and I should keep looking. I'll need to ponder this further. May all... That's all bluster. We're an unpredicted variable in his equations, and he knows it.
Us know that nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst. Setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that hope in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice to see you around.
Hostile in proximity.
Nightlight.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
But the lives among us know nothing will
Reckless leadership. Your leadership techniques have a bit to be desired with your companions often find themselves in harm's way. You are no longer able to revive your companions. Fuck that.
Avoid it all. I told him he wasn't going to make it. Is this why Wily Zilk spared him? Hey, it's not... Can any of this really be in service? Can any of this really be in service to the universal equation, like the Sears claim?
simpletons within it. Claim that all things happen.
Anyone who doesn't show their work. Timeless advice from
Investigating hostile intentions. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Do try to limit further damage, Commander. careful. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Hostilities are afoot.
Wrist weapon prime!
Commander, throwing energy.
Those are N-ray junction boxes. That scanner might be useful to see how this place is wired up.
Found another one. Damn it. I knew that.
I'll handle this.
Investigating disturbance. Firing target.
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach. Torpificator is charged.
Lost sight of target!
Re-engaging.
Extrapolating.
Restore my life or avenge my death!
Rooting out the...
Only a matter of time.
Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
All one knows they have departed.
Mobilizing. Resorting to time for a quick dip. Whoever wired this place should be shot. By me, then forced to rewire it in a more straightforward fashion.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Prefer the wiring gun every real powder. You found Prefer the wiring guide rear out power. The social history of doors. Okay, that fun is for
Grand Architects perspiring. Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 70...
Anchorites. Be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic.
I will free you from this captivity. Pardon the interruption, but do you have a book? This is what I want.
You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer, but do take care with it, especially around the bath.
Our lives are predestined, ipso facto. If there is conflict...
Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of... And how do you predetermine the harm of action against...
We make those estimates all the time. That's the whole reason we employ seers.
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could set...
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition,
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing.
A lot more worry about our views.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the skip.
Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions. So I would thank you. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him. About time someone put theory in.
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted. I do hope no one's been hurt, though. I see. That is distressing to hear. But as we in the Order like to say, the plan... Much appreciated. Rupert...
You found a note. Plasma grenade. Large plasma charge. Long range, small
Proceeding to it.
We're exterminated from it.
Commander, throwing energy your way. Go for torpification.
Restore my life or avenge my death!
Suffered extensive damage, Commander. Catheter deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Who needs to die?
Trigger their hatching. These parasites enter their circuit.
Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs I made when I was a child.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's lavation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was in Auntie's choice. But that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Rationing aggression. Well, this is quite modest. Very simple and austere. Can hardly guess who lives here. Did the abbot take a vow of resplendency?
Short rounds, small plasma charge. Let's see if this
when a student fails. Why, their instructor, of course. Bishop Basar has failed this order as its preeminent luminary. And without her intervention, she would... with the primitive minds of Antiques. Agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming.
As if we'd fall for their stalling tactics just to watch these poor fools die slowly. and horribly mangled like punch cards. I prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Entirely depends on your priorities. My former department would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think...
Definitely not. We should be the only ones killing hostages around here.
Like the cut of your jib.
Raise high probability. Wiley dropped here. He let some others go, but didn't even give us the chance to surrender. He's lost his wit. Just going on about his puzzle in the research wing upstairs.
Normally I'd suggest picking the lock on that safe, but it looks to be rigged to that ridiculous puzzle up above. This must be the so-called puzzle they expect us to waste our time on. Looks like it was constructed by a child.
Enemy in vicinity.
Hostilities are afoot.
Maximize damage.
Restore my life or avenge my death.
You are immaterial to advance.
Capacitor unit away.
The chop amplificator at ready.
Seems we've effectively begun their puzzle. Idiots. Look, they obviously meant for this to waste our time. Let's just find a way to kill the hostages so we can move on.
Alrighty then, let's go.
Ah, see? Didn't I tell you our friend would be back? Hurry! Disable the car!
Okay, so the key push grinds to a halt. The hostages are safe.
I still say it would have saved time for us to just kill the hostages ourselves.
Thank
Found
you.
the match saying blah blah blah. Save the tracked hostages relies on that they're safe. Alright,
Stranger. This should be okay, Bill.
a lot easier than
Proceeding to attack. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Capacitor out. Get it on the Gun weapon ready, Commander. Short on target at the moment.
Grenade outbound!
Vitals are in the red, Commander. Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
Permanent station!
I'm alive.
Self-preservation a priority.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
Torpificator at ready status.
Let's not protract your subtraction.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? Wonderful. Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing the materials you brought us. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares.
You too, huh?
Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
No, you're right. Our theses have become somewhat muddled. What conclusion would you draw then?
Let's see where they bring me back. And let's do this.
Oh, you too, huh? Under certain conditions, but maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware.
I see someone has been reading On the Origin of Spread.
Mental carceration and the potential unreality of
Perhaps later. For now, I feel we should reward our guest with their choice of reward, given the idiosyncratic nature of his conclusion. Armor or rift? Very well. You can retrieve it from the same drawer where you deposited our... We appreciate your time. If you...
That's it? Gotta be kidding me. It's worse than I have. I don't even want to see what the fucking gun's like. Okay. You let me.
Presumably some random
Amplificator at ready status.
Enemy.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Advancing for an ideal
Capacitor
firing
out.
solution.
Get it from its energized. Suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Statistical improbabilities are unconcerning. No sign of attack. Feasibly, some
Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges. Suture me up. Would improve your odds. Mobilizing. Thank you, dear. Commander. Standing by to stupefy. Commander, throwing energy your way.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Let's weapon prime!
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Energy capacitor out.
Energy is up for grabs.
You are
Try to limit further damage, Commander.
Loading new. Present coordinates yield diminishing returns. Divide and conquer. Speed outbound.
Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
So predictable. Weapon expended. Strength in numbers. Seeking safer coordinates.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Increasing.
second one, number of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. The final altitude set to the number of based on your observation. Eric Placo nearby within the observatory. Alright. So let's take a picture of this. We'll need this code. 888888888. Here we go. So we gotta find Elysium, Dorado. Number of times Gorgas, son of a bitch.
Who doesn't appreciate a good orrery?
For matriarchs, invention skipped road. I need the planets. What planet? 15A. This one is. This guy is. Okay, so that's Dysphagia from no appearance, low lesson. That guy's Elysium, if I can find you. I need Freyport, Oyster, Dorado is not helpful. Bloody hell. That is a blue one. Cloister is a blue one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's dead. Dorado, okay, so it's not the JS red one. It's not the giant red one. second option is that the number of moons that orbit between Dorado and Elysium. We'll come back to that. The third one should be the number of times Eden orbits Elysium before Praetor and Clayster complete a rotation. Guys, we gotta find Eden. Where the fuck is Eden? Yes! Eden. Alright, that's Eden. Got it. So the number of times Eden orbits. The number of times Eden orbits Elysium before Praetor and complete rotation. Okay, we gotta get counting. Cloister's the big boy. Right there. Number of moons that the total number of moons. One. One.
cannot believe Clemens fell for whatever half-baked argument you managed to cobble together. That imbecile. And Svoboda. I thought her more capable. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you.
I never sacrificed citizens. Now's the time I press stop calculations. That means we're gonna fight. The smarter man makes me have to fight. Allow me to delineate.
You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the total. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. That's preposterous. In a transparent attempt at sowing discord between us, I haven't the time nor desire to enumerate the failings in your logic. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. De Vries and I are merely
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer whose only success, so this slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed and reeks of ineptitude and desperation. In my day, we did these things.
And who are you, exactly?
That's Tally. Not Tally.
Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The end point. No. The improbability of you interrupting my...
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
What the architect's computational summary are you on about? This proves nothing, except your willingness to trespass into other people's chorus. I can't conceive of a reason.
It truly doesn't. The commander just...
Your companion seems... However, as a matter of professional curiosity, let's entertain the hypothetical. If my numbers had supported such an outcome, do you truly believe I would have elected for all this disorder?
You seem like a psychopath. I don't think your motives are evil, but that doesn't change the result of your actions.
None of this is going according to my calculations. I certainly failed to predict your attempt to negotiate. How could I have failed to recognize such gaps in my predictions? I checked and triple-checked. What more could I have done? Where did I err? Enough! Please. Your point has been sufficiently made, and I've already sent Augustine everything she needs. But all our communications are on this terminal, though I cannot say whether the information will be useful. Obviously, my analytical... Now I must send word to my allies here at the monastery to stand down. Fool I was. To believe I mattered in the plan's grand scheme.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so, use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it...
So, what do we got here? Urgent update.
I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally... However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on this, yet we must act unflinchingly.
Off to the peace talks, then? We'll need your ship unless you intend to walk. To space.
Agent, over here. It seems the situation here has been resolved, but I don't see Seer Wiley. Were you able to secure his safety? What? No, but that can't possibly be true. Lan, you must be mistaken. Or maybe, were you able to speak with him? Help him recover his senses? I'm greatly relieved. Did he mention me at all? Allow me to reframe my inquiry. Did he show remorse for his actions? Any regret for betraying those who fitted him inside the narrow circumference of their trust? I'm sure you also think me to blame for all of this. But you have to understand, with the schism and now the war, the Order stands alone for the first time in its storied history. We have no experience with governance. Well, myself especially.
What's more, you can rise to the occasion. You're the senior highest-ranking scientician here. Don't get lost in the math. Lead.
You've given me much to think about. And the opportunity to do so. I'm grateful. I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for your assistance. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon inside the observatory, the Oracle. It was Landon's design. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
Keep the perk.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11%.
That differ by only 2 in their value. That seems
appreciate that, I think.
$1,068.5 pardons, but I haven't any time for idle chatter.
The Grand Plan is the predetermined order to the entire universe.
Shame would Shame what happened there. I seen the whole thing.
What caused the schism between the Protected and the Order?
self-preservation a priority.
Planet, I don't lose the side quests. I know it's around here. Friends and hikers. Let's go back to the map. Alright, here we go. Save the game.
Hey, Commander, I think Val wants us to discuss strategy. Or I could just be misunderstanding the noises emanating from her.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
You have a plan, Commander? If not, may I suggest unrestrained carnage tends to grab people's attention.
Stakes are high. If DeVries sabotages the peace talks, war will continue. Don't need to be a seer to divine that.
The lives of millions are in our hands. We must stop the fiendish Augustine at once.
Not to mention paying her back for the lives she's already taken.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised. In the absence of Victor and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages. DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
Yeah, not getting ourselves blown to pieces is preferable.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces...
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms? Good. Would have been a...
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station.
I must admit to being highly vexed by this kill order situation.
Such as?
Careful now. Oh, you sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy.
Take Jacob, we'll take Miranda.
Look at that rift. It's making my skin buzz even in here. Look, another ship. Doesn't exactly scream official delegation transport to me.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? But why is DeVries hanging on to it?
This sort of satellite is new to me.
We need Scrapper. Scrapper. Jesus Christ. Where is Scrapper? Auto mechanical always drops some additional crafting. Sounds good to me.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. I certainly don't wish it, yet my help...
Ignore the posturing. Give him a push and I'll bet you can get DeVries' plans out of...
You'll do no such thing. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths by Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast. I was warned you might try to lure me in with niceties, but it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not, is it? I may not know of this Earth Directorate you speak of, but I can tell you are not. Fine then. I surrender. See this screen? Agent DeVries' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her, best be on your way now.
Gave up that intel rather easily, didn't they? Let's have a look.
the protect.
We need to find us a fuse to get this whole thing operational again.
This is good. If the Protector's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping redworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The sovereign is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over... But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
DeVries' team must have gotten to these mechs first. I don't favor fighting on two fronts, but it's not looking like we have... Like we have another choice.
Elements! Valid active influence detected! Outsider in need of guidance.
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact. How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter. Yes, you must be quite... between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here... Mobility interrupted.
Your command.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate, but I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations. That was all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you, innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
Prior to this meeting.
I don't have enough fucking skill points. I've done 4.
Enough.
No perks. I blew it on that scavenger shit. What a dumb. Gimme.
Exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success should a treaty or alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities, Vicar. Especially when...
And I need... Don't need short rounds. I have 1,000...
It's yet to be discussed.
No time to lollygag, Commander.
Something tells me we ain't alone here.
Next shot will break. I can hear you scampering around.
Anyone else? Here, a medic?
This level's increasing.
What are you doing down there? Have you given up? I can hear you scampering around. Sprat.
Back in business.
Have you given up?
How are you?
What are you doing?
Difficulty. No. If it was more fun, she'd charge you for it. I'm not changing the difficulty. Alright, let's figure this out. 3, 2, 1.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Don't go no further, infidel. This next shot will miss. I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat. Huh? Have you given up? What are you doing down there? Have you given up?
Target's confirmed.
What are you doing down there? Hear you scampering around like a sprat. Have you given up? What are you doing?
Help me end this fight on my feet.
You
Back in business.
Spears. Okie dokie.
giving up?
Balancing the
I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat.
Can't just shoot in the thin air.
Someone call for a medic. Let's get you healed.
What are you doing down there? I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat. What are you doing down there?
Armed and ready.
Have you given up? I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat.
Rat's raring to go.
What are you doing down there? What are you doing down there? I can hear you scampering. What are you doing down there?
Hey, get me going again.
Hear you scampering.
Back in business. Ah.
Tough kids.
suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off. But we must consider hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly squabbles over power. Especially when presiding bishop, Bazaar, already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won Protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, engineering is what you need.
So you think that your people should rule? I certainly won't downplay the powers of persuasion here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians.
Like sitting terror rays. You can't let DeVries make her move.
Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's Choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy, host.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Oh, and once you stop me, will you stop speaking for him too? I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology.
Yeah, we got that.
Whoever wins the war will control Arcadia. And once control is seized, it's only a matter of time before controlling these rifts leads to It was the Seers who came to me. I didn't want to believe them. But as
That's law, Augustine. You could have told us what you were planning instead of letting us blunder and...
No, I couldn't have. Had I deviated from the plan even the slightest amount, it could have jeopardized everything. I had to avert a far worse disaster. By any means.
So you were a filthy traitor long before. What type of writing is this? So you were a filthy traitor. Who the fuck wrote that? God. Niles is right. You didn't even try to bring us into the
You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the Seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success, and I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started. And yet it's nothing compared to the utter and complete destruction that would have come to pass. No. I had to sit with too many unanswered questions after the mission. It eventually forced me to find a way to fix the rifts. If only to stop. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts. And only you know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be. The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Give the order, Commander. How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us you're wrestling fire here. You know that, right?
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself. You sound very sure of that. From your own experience, I gather. I just fear what those corporatist vultures will do once their powerful ally resists. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such... No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live. Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the delegates, and I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. That's kind. But there's a reason I only ever worked alone, Commander. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still Wait, what in the void is that?
Who's still upright over there?
Shit! That rift's expanding! Pick up the pace!
Freaking cool. This is good.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms De Vries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. The prototype rift modulator is located within the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. Information on the center indicates it is a laboratory dedicated to the study of reaching the lab may involve violence. A protectorate blockade has been erected between our designated landing pad and agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the Ark. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, it is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim. For details on it appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander.
What happened back there? We had her cornered, bullets chambered, justice within reach, and you just let her go? What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made? That sort of thinking never would have slowed DeVries on the draw. Mercy's a fine concept, but I'm not convinced everyone deserves it. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this, so let's just end things there, for now.